clip before that was me showing that my hair clearly needs to be washed. What I used for shampoo and conditioner was, it's from a Paul Mitchell line. It's called the Alapui Wild Ginger. I used the Repair Moisturizing Lather Shampoo. The reason why I use it is because it's color safe, and it's sulfate free, which is obviously what you want to use when you have colored hair. And then I use the Repair Keratin Cream Rinse. So this is the conditioner that pairs well with it, and clearly I am out because sis, she needs help. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I finger wave, not even finger wave, but how I mold my hair down for when I go in and do like my dry waving. I have, sorry, I should have been more prepared by having this in reach for me, but this is the foaming lotion I use. So here in North Carolina, I can't find Nairobi, but normally what I use is Nairobi. But this works just as well too. It's the Lotta Body Coconut and Shea Oils Foaming Lotion. I use this, and then to wrap my hair, I use these styling strips. They're in white, but you can get them in black. And just a all-purpose comb. Yeah, so I usually just get my hair really, really saturated with the Lotta Body. And if you see me not looking into the camera, it's because I'm looking at the mirror while actually doing my hair, because it is Christmas Eve and I still need to be cute for Christmas. I try and get a good generous amount on my hair. I don't want to do it too much because that's going to take forever to dry, but I know I did miss some spots in the back. And then what I'll do is I'll take the wide tooth side of the all-purpose comb and just like work the product all the way through my hair, just to make sure it's all there, all in there. And I'm probably due for a haircut because my hair is getting long. So here's where it gets a little tricky. I just decided today that I wanted to do something different than what I normally mold my hair, because what I normally do, I will comb all of this straight and then I'll go in and finger wave it, which I might still do. I don't know, we'll see. But I comb all of my hair like this. I use my hand, of course. And before anyone asks, yes, I'm relaxed. I'm not natural. I'm relaxed, and I have a demi-permanent color on my hair from the Paul Mitchell Demi line in the shade 1N. Alright, so normally what I'll do is I'll take the fine tooth side and I'll finger wave this side. I wasn't going to, but I guess I am, because like, why not? It just is cute and that's what works. Oh, what I do too, because I just totally disregard that part. I make a part on this side of my hair. I don't know why I like my part on that side, but I do. So yeah. Here's also another thing. A lot of people think I finger wave my whole head, and I don't. I only finger wave the sides and the front, because what happens is when I go under the dryer, all I do is go back in with my little flat iron that I have specifically for my short hair and dry wave my hair. So like, I literally only do these pieces in the front, just because it's the way that I like my hair to look when I wear my short cut. So now I'm gonna just do the front like this. And I actually don't think I want it like that. I think I want it like this. And then I do that. And you can use your fingers, of course. If you feel like your hair is getting too dry, Or with product, you can always go back in with more product. I didn't want to because I don't, like I said, I'm gonna go in the dryer and it's already like 9 o'clock. The less time I have to spend on my hair, the better. You know, I think I want that piece to go that way. And then this part makes, you gotta really pay attention here. So like in the front, I did my hair like that, but on the side, I want to match this side. So when I get to about right here is when I don't finger wave it forward. I do it sideways. And if you mess up, you can always just comb it back out like that and do it again. And then what I'm gonna do next is again make sure my size and everything is combed down like how I want it to. I'm gonna use my handheld mirror so I can see because like I can't see. You're probably gonna see um, the ring light that I'm recording with, but like I said, I still gotta be cute tomorrow. So now I'm gonna take my strips. I like to tear off two as they're pretty wide, and I tear off two, and I will take one like this towards the back because the back of your hair being smooth matters, and I try and stretch it as far as I can, and then I take my last one and wrap it around like this. And it's okay if that one in the back like kind of undoes itself. It's no big deal. But yeah, I do that like this, and I tie it, and then I'm gonna go under the dryer and I'm gonna come back and style it. So if you don't have like one of the overhead dryers that you can get like at a beauty supply store or anything, they have these little attachments that you can do on your blow dryer and use. That's what I have because at the time when I bought it, I ain't had a fun spot overhead dryer. So I'm gonna go under the dryer. I like to go under the dryer maybe 30 minutes just to make sure it is completely dry, and then I'm gonna come back and style it for you guys. So, this is actually the very next day on Christmas Day. I ended up going to sleep after I sat under the dryer because of how late it was. So, what I did was I used my silk scarf to just cover the top part. And what you see me doing right now is taking down those strips that I use on my hair after I mold it. What I'm going to do now is just, well, besides scratching my head, I'm going to go through and comb out my hair just a little bit so it's not like sticking to my head. And yeah, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my little flat iron. Also made it priceless, can't spend a dime on it. Shout out to the real artists, the more than money kids. Now trade and barter this. I hope you still got your greenery. As I roll it and I light it and I'm getting really kited. Yeah, we really are the flyest with no guidance. So the flat iron I'm using is from Red Pro. I don't know. I can't read that. But it's the pencil flat iron, which is basically like the 3/4 inch, and it's small enough to get the shortest part of hair and do whatever it is you want to do with it. Some people use it for edges. I use it for my short haircut and for other people's short haircut. So what you're gonna see me do now, or try to see because my arm is in the way, I'm going to curl the back part of my hair. Not even curl it really, but bump it, and it's gonna look like a curl. This whole hairstyle at first is going to look very funny. It's gonna look very old lady-ish. If you're into that, cool, but I'm not into that, so I'm not gonna talk too much. But in advance, I am sorry that my arm gets in the way. It's the Phife, yeah. It's the Q down poppy.
some steeds for your bitch. I can't believe that I'm this rich. Well, not really though, but I really do get the dough. No exaggeration, it's just manifestation. I'm cooking and I'm plating and I'm in service daily. I spend my time, you pay me, then I make timeless shit. Can't even timestamp it, also made it priceless. Can't spend a dime on it. Shout out to the real artists, the more than money kids. Now trade and barter this. I hope you still got your greenery. As I roll it and I light it and I'm getting really kited. Yeah, we really are the flyest with no guidance.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Look, I'm hella busy. I hit you up when I'm back in the town. Mesmerized by the vibrations, look how I react to sound. Drowning out, asphyxiate the voices in my head. Well-disciplined vessel, you moralist for the bread.
On the sides of my hair where we finger waved it the night before, I don't really go in with my smoothing iron to do anything with that, just because I like the way that looks, because it gives off the finger wave look. So I don't touch it with anything. If anything, I'll probably run my comb through it just so it's not sticking flat to my head. But in case anyone is wondering, no, I don't touch it with the flat iron. I leave it alone.
Mr. Mitches, I'd like to thank you for coming in, talk to these kids.
And this top part of my head, I didn't finger wave it when we mold it, but when I go in with the smoothing iron or the small flat iron, whatever you want to call it, flat iron, smoothing iron, all same crap. What I do is I go the opposite direction each row that I am bumping. So like that first row went to the right, this row is going to the left, right, left, and so on and so forth. And then even though I don't touch the sides that were finger waved, the front I do bump it just a little bit, because those are like my little detailed pieces that I just kind of want to fluff up a little bit so it's not sticking flat to my head.
I hope you still got your greenery. As I roll it and I light it and I'm getting really kited. Yeah, we really are the flyest with no guidance.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Look, I'm hella busy. I hit you up when I'm back in the town.
So now the hair is looking really grandma roller set-ish, and I'm taking the little rat tail piece of my rat tail comb and just like breaking up those bumped pieces, which if you don't get it all, that's okay, because what I like to do, which you'll see me do in a moment, I like to go ahead and wrap my hair up. I really did this because it's Christmas Day and we had to leave to go with the rest of our family. So I went to go ahead and just wrap my hair up while I did my makeup so it wouldn't get like messed up or anything. But I do this even at night when I'm doing like bumping my hair, just so it's prepared the next day. I'll put my I don't know what you call it, but it's basically like the little scarf that just protects the back and the sides and the front part of your hair, not necessarily top. I put that on, and then I'll put my silk scarf on too. And basically what it'll do is kind of compress my hair so it's just not sticking all the way up. And that way, when I'm completely done, dressed, makeup on, my hair will look the way that I want it to look, which you'll see in the next clip after this.
I spend my time, you pay me, then I make timeless shit. Can't even timestamp it, also made it priceless. Can't spend a dime on it. Shout out to the real artists, the more than money kids. Now trade and barter this. I hope you still got your greenery. As I roll it and I light it and I'm getting really kited. Yeah, we really are the flyest with no guidance.
Yeah.
And here's my daughter making her cameo.
I'm hella busy. I hit you up when I'm back in the town. Mesmerized by the vibrations, look how I react to sound. Drowning out.
So now I'm just gonna take my hair down and basically just giving you guys like the full look and everything after it's been compressed. And then I'm gonna take my little comb that I use for detailing and just break up whatever was a little too flat. But yeah, this is the look, and I hope you guys like it. And ignore the deodorant on my shirt. I'm having a rough day.
Phife.